Welcome to the Adoption Show, where every week we shine a light on the incredible journey of shelter dogs and the heroes helping them find their forever home. Across the country, we meet thousands of dogs waiting for a second chance. Here, we meet the dedicated individuals and organizations making that possible. Join us as we explore heartwarming stories of hope, resilience, and the unbreakable bond between humans and their canine companions. This is more than just a show, it's a movement, and together we can make a difference, one adoption at a time. You ready, guys? Let's go!
On the Adoption Show, saving lives is fun together. On the Adoption Show.
Hi, I'm Amber Akar, and this is The Adoption Show, where every tale has a story, and every story deserves a happy ending. We're meeting adoptable dogs from all over the U.S., and when you adopt one of them through the show, you'll also receive a gift to help you welcome your new pet home. This is where love begins.
Meet Betty Boo, 54 pounds of pure devotion and the best co-pilot you'll ever have. At 9 years old, this mixed breed sweetheart has been through some tough times. She may be a little shy at first, but give her a moment and you'll see a smile that can melt even the hardest heart. Betty Boo isn't asking for much, just a cozy bed, a peaceful home, and someone to love her for who she is. She'd thrive in a quiet, adult-only, pet-free home where she can be your one and only. And if you got a kiddie pool, even better. Betty loves a good splash on a sunny day. So if you're looking for loyalty, warmth, and a smile that says, "Thank you for loving me," come meet Betty Boo at Patty Baker Humane Society, Naples.
Hi, I'm Shigo. I'm a 1-year-old 63-pound pup with a big heart and even bigger zoomies. My favorite game to play is tug-of-war, and I'm pretty good at it if I do say so myself. Throw in some squeaky toys and balls, I'll be entertained for hours. I've got tons of energy to burn, but once I've had my fun, I'm all about snuggles and belly rubs. Seriously, they're my favorite. I'm silly, I'm sweet, and just waiting for my perfect person to take me home.
Meet Gilligan. Gilligan is available at Shelby Humane in Columbiana, Alabama. This sweet boy is 4 years old and weighs 54 pounds. He came into us as a stray on May the 9th and has been patiently waiting for his forever home. Gilligan has a beautiful coat of white fur with some shades of brown and some cute spots too. He is energetic, extroverted, friendly, playful, affectionate, and strong. Gilligan is just waiting patiently for his forever family to come and meet him.
every single dog you just met is up for adoption right now. All you have to do is scan the QR code or go to the shelter's website to learn more. And remember, if you tell them you saw the dog on the adoption show, we will send you a welcome gift that's packed with goodies for your new pup. At the adoption show, we believe in celebrating the everyday heroes of rescue. Here's this week's spotlight on someone making an incredible impact. We are here at the Animal Welfare League of Arlington, Virginia. AWLA is committed to improving the lives of animals and their people through sheltering, adoption, and different community educational programs. They offered a wide range of services and shelter a wide range of different animals. So let's go check it out. Thank you so much for chatting with me today, Amy. Now, here at AWLA, you guys do a lot with the community and getting animals out into homes. So can you tell me, like, what does it look like?
Yeah, so our animals that are available for adoption here, we practice open adoptions, which are basically conversation-based adoptions, so that we have minimal barriers to have people meet animals and find, you know, the pet that is meant for their family. We have a behavior team that works with the animals, a vet team, and our adoption counselors go over all of the medical, all of the behavior notes, anything the animal may need. We're here to answer any questions. We do have post-adoption support for some animals with special needs, where we reimburse for certain medical conditions or training needs, so that way through the life of the pet we're able to help support them. We also have a pet food pantry for individuals that may need that. We have a safekeeping program for people that are in emergent situations, where we can house their animals for them so they don't have to surrender their pets to us. And then we do vaccine clinics that are either free or low cost for community members.
That's so great. Now, what does it typically look like if someone wanted to adopt a dog through you guys? Like you said, you have an open adoption. How does that, like, what's the process?
Yeah, so the process, we try to keep it as easy as possible. They come in, they meet the pet. If the animal is in foster, they can contact the foster to meet them. And then from there, they fill out the application. They can either opt to bring the animal home that day after we review the medical and all of the information, or they can put a deposit down that's non-refundable, and they just pick up the next business day so they can get their house ready and, you know, get things in order.
That's great. Yeah, like a day of like, okay, I'm doing this.
Yes.
I'm gonna get everything
ready.
ready.
Exactly.
That's so exciting. Do you guys have any ways that you involve the community at all in your welfare league here?
Yeah, so many things. Number one, we have fostering, of course, where we encourage anybody who is able to foster, we have something for them. So it might be just giving an animal, a dog, a break for a weekend. We also have a neonate kitten foster program. Pretty much any species we have, we work with the individual to kind of tailor it for whether somebody can foster long-term, short-term. We also have a volunteer program where we rely on our volunteers to come help socialize the animals, provide enrichment, you know, help at our vaccine clinics, basically anything and any.
All the things.
Yeah, all the things, from laundry to admin to spending time with the animals. And we really try to just encourage the community to come meet the animals, you know, adopt, obviously, and just get to know us.
Yeah, I honestly, as I came in here, it felt like a very warm and cozy space.
Oh, I love that.
Which I really love, because it doesn't feel like you're in a shelter. It feels like you're in a place where you're getting to, like, get to know animals. They all seem really relaxed and happy here, which is great. One last thing I wanted to mention is that you guys have other animals besides dogs and cats.
We do.
How did that happen?
Yes, so we take any animal from Arlington County, any domestic animal. We also oversee if somebody finds an orphaned or injured wildlife. We take those animals in and set up for them to go to rehabilitators in the area that are licensed. But as far as animals we can adopt out, we don't just have dogs and cats. We have anything from snakes, reptiles. We have, right now, we have birds, finches, parakeets, rabbits, guinea pigs, chinchillas.
All of them. That's great. You guys are obviously a very equipped team to be able to take on not only exotic animals and dogs and cats, but also the rehabs of the need to be taken to a rehabilitation center. You guys are doing a lot, and I just want to thank you for that.
Thank you.
And thank you for talking with me and letting us play with puppies and
course.
letting us see the birds. It's just so great, and we're hoping that all of these animals get adopted really soon.
Thank you so much for
Thank
coming
you.
out.
If you guys haven't noticed, these are not only puppies, but they are purebred Doberman puppies here waiting to be adopted at the Animal Welfare League of Arlington. I think that goes to show that you can find any type of dog, even purebred dogs and puppies, up for adoption at a shelter near you. Access to veterinary care is crucial, and thankfully, PetSmart Charities recognizes this. Their $100 million commitment aims to bridge the gap, ensuring that pets receive essential healthcare services everywhere. Suzanne, thank you so much for meeting with me today. You have done so many things. You are now the president of Petco Love. Can you tell me how you got to where you are now and helping animals everywhere?
Yeah, it's a interesting career path. I started off as a corporate securities lawyer, but that first pet in my life, when he passed away, I realized about all the adoptable pets out there and the need to help. So then I ran a shelter in Virginia for 7 years.
Wow.
And then came to Petco Love in 2013, and have been president of Petco Love ever since.
And I'm sure you've seen Petco Love kind of change over the years, and you've been a really big part of that. So what was it like when you started to where it is now?
Yeah, I think the most interesting thing is when I started, just in a shelter in Virginia, when I started there, the save rate, how many animals were being saved in the shelters in Virginia at that time was only 30%.
Wow.
There wasn't necessarily an expectation that we would save animals. And when I was at that shelter in Virginia, we switched within a year and we were saving 95% of the animals.
30 to 90%?
So ours wasn't 30, the state was.
Okay.
We were a little bit better, but we really just turned it around. And we became an example for other shelters. So we became a training ground to help others do what we were doing. Now, if you look at where we are in this country, there's an expectation that we're going to save the pets in our shelters. And so our goal at Petco Love is really to help further that and to help support shelters that are really trying to reach that goal of saving the pets in our shelters today. I still, we're not perfect, but we've come a long way in saving shelter pets. We still have some things that we need to really address. I think there's so many shelters that are still very under-resourced. And that's one of the goals of Petco Love is really to support those under-resourced shelters as well.
Yeah, one question I wanted to ask you was, how do you, suggest people who are looking looking at pets online is becoming a big thing now, but how do you, differentiate between the online virtual shelter type of environment and the emotional connection? Like, how do you combine those two rather than meeting the dog in person emotionally? How do you kind of see those things merging and kind of an adopter looking at pets online? What do you suggest for those people?
So, I think ultimately if someone's looking at a pet online, they're still going to be meeting the pet.
Yeah.
So we're always going to have that connection. I think, sometimes I think people place too much priority on what the pet looks like when it really is the emotional connection. And probably the pets in my life were never the pets that I thought I was going to have. So I always recommend to people not have sort of this idea of what you think you want. And really just go out and meet pets and stuff.
Yeah.
So I think the virtual component, you're always still going to have to meet the pet anyways, no matter what.
Of course.
Right. So we'll always have that meld of both. But I think there's a lot of merit to saying the best place for pets, and I love what shelters do. There's a lot of hardworking individuals that work in shelters. That is not the best place for pets, right? The best place for pets is in people's home.
Right.
So we should have a national foster. Why do we have a national foster system for children? Why not have that for pets as well? We need to move closer to that, where everyone in the community is basically the shelter,
Right.
housing a pet temporarily until it finds its home.
I love that. I think that's really important for people to recognize and realize that it is not just only adopting pets, but it's also fostering pets. And we can all work towards that goal of like sharing online and encouraging people to go meet pets in person, volunteer in person.
Volunteering, and you could volunteer for your neighbor. If a neighbor's fostering and they're working during the day, well, you can't foster, walk the pet for the neighbor, right?
Yeah.
Like that's where I think we would come up with a national solution that's the best for pets and will have the best outcomes.
Cool. I love that. I think that gives us all something to look forward to and work on and work towards. Adoption is a lifelong commitment. Before you fall for a cute face, make sure the dog's size, energy, and needs match your lifestyle. So let's go check out some more pups that are looking for their perfect match.
Hi everyone, this is Snoopy. Snoopy is a cute little shepherd mix. We have yet to get a DNA test on him, but we're requesting whoever adopts him to please get a DNA test on him because we really need to know what else is mixed in there with him. But he's about a year old. He's a little awkward, spry little man, so he hasn't seen a ton. He loves snuggling, he loves to be around people, and we really think that he'd benefit with a dog friend in the home to really help him around and show him the ropes and continue to learn how to be the fun-loving dog that he is.
Are you looking for a companion to relax and sunbathe with and throw a tennis ball for? We've got your boy. Bruno is a refined vintage senior dog who loves leisurely strolls, playing fetch, and cuddle time. Bruno is house-trained, friendly with big and little dogs, and he's looking for a soft place to land for his retirement. Bruno is a special medical adoption due to chronic allergies, but we think he's a special adoption because he's just plain special. Please pamper him for the rest of his...
I mean, was that the most adoptable group of dogs you've ever seen? I think I might want to take one home. If you're ready, you can literally change a life today, including your own. So here's your weekly dose of knowledge in adoption A to Z.
G, grooming. Grooming is not just about good looks, it's about their health. Brushing their coat removes dirt, loose fur. Trimming their nails helps prevent an injury and tears. Bathing helps keep their skin healthy. It also teaches trust and handling to both the parent and the pet.
Victoria Stillwell's adoption tips. Here's a tip.
If you have an existing dog at home, make sure you introduce your newly adopted dog to your existing dog on neutral territory. This will ensure that your existing dog doesn't become territorial about its home.
We believe good things should come to great pet parents, like this adoption gift pack, just for adopting through the Adoption Show.
Adopt a dog through the Adoption Show and receive an exclusive welcome kit. When you open your heart and home to a rescue dog through the Adoption Show, you'll receive an incredible adoption package designed to support you and your new furry friend. Buy Series 3, Smart Dog Collar. Stay connected with your pet through real-time GPS tracking, activity monitoring, and health insights. This top-rated collar ensures your dog's safety and well-being. And a 1-year subscription to DOGTV. Provide your dog with engaging, scientifically designed content to keep them relaxed and entertained when you're away. This exceptional package is our way of saying thank you for choosing to adopt and making a difference in a dog's life.
Adoption is life-changing for you and your new dog. And with big change comes big questions. So let's get into Adoption FAQ. Everything you've always been wondering, answered. All right, Dr. Courtney Campbell, how can adopters facilitate proper introductions, a happy household when they already have pets and they want to bring a new one home?
It is so challenging, right? Because you are bringing in a brand new family member, but you have these existing family members, and your dream is that everybody just gets along. But it doesn't always work like that. So my advice is patience is key. The slower, the better. I would facilitate supervised interactions, right? Don't just throw them together and hope that they get along. And then most importantly, make sure that you, as you're taking your time and the pace that is slow, is make sure you incorporate treats. They can go a long way and positive reinforcement. And of course, have a conversation with a trainer to make sure that everything goes as smooth as possible.
Hi, new pet parent. I'm Dr. Renee Schmid with Pet Poison Helpline, and I'm here to give you an essential tip to help with your new pet. Implement safe storage practices. Remember to store all chemicals, including antifreeze, fertilizers, household cleaners, you name it, in secure locations. Even the smallest amounts of these substances can be lethal to dogs. Use locked cabinets, storage areas. These can all help to prevent accidental access and potential poisonings for your pet.
You've seen the dogs, you've heard the stories, now it's your turn to make it real. Go to the shelter's site or scan the QR code to adopt, and when you do, we will send you a special thank you gift. Thank you for being a part of this mission, and we will see you next week on The Adoption Show.
On The Adoption Show.